We are talking about change, we are talking about transformation, we are talking about the avatar, and we believe he is God, and he has come to transform us, change the world, and save the world. It is a very big subject to talk in such a short time. But we have heard enough of this, read enough of scriptures. There's so much of scholarship. People are giving lectures, professorial lectures, scholarly talks on Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, interfaith matters, many others. Even the Bhagavad Gita has been in existence for 5,000 years. So much of philosophy. There is nothing new that Sai Baba is telling now. He is telling that one truth that was there always, even before creation. Even the words of Buddha, even the words of Jesus Christ, we know it by heart. We talk about it. The question is, have we changed? Is it change in appearance, just to show the others I have changed? Or is it truly at the deeper level where you know the truth, where you are aware of who you are, and you are able to understand the workings of nature and God, and in this case, Sai Baba, who is not teaching anything new. He is only reminding us of the age-old wisdom that was there even before creation. And now we have drifted away ignorantly, aggressively, and because of ego. We are in a dangerous situation, not only for ourselves, but created a world which is very insecure and anything can happen. There is so much of negative energy in this world. People have become selfish and their love is limited to a few people, more like a business transaction. And that is not love. That is a kind of bondage, a kind of business. In fact, needless to say, every relationship of a worldly kind is another kind of business. Because I give you, you give me. And when one person stops giving, it is not impossible for the relationship to sour and yesterday's friends become tomorrow's enemies. Therefore, that is not transformation. We are talking about love. We are talking about God's love. We are talking about that pure love that is inside our heart. And we are unable to experience this pure love because it externalizes. It comes outwards from us through the medium of the mind, which is contaminated with selfish desires, preconceived ideas, wrong programs, and wishful thinking. That love is God's love that comes from the heart, purest of pure. But it has to come out through the medium of the mind. So when the mind restricts it to, this is my wife, this is my house, my love is limited. Because what is infinite love becomes a limited love because we are limited. So out of this arises selfishness. And we want to succeed. We want to preserve ourselves. We want everything and we are prepared to take everything at anybody else's expense. That means we are prepared to even earn money, sometimes even by unfair means. So if there is love, we will never do that. Because love is love. Love is God. Love is everywhere. There is love in me, there is love in you, there is love in everybody. And if I cheat somebody, I'm cheating God. And that God is inside me. So out of ignorance we do these things. But we have to realize that transformation cannot take place just reading books and listening to lectures. It has to come by personal experience. We must want to change. We must be willing to change because we are very unhappy. We are chasing things in the outside world for our happiness. And when things around us change, we become unhappy again. So to find lasting happiness, we have to go deeper. And we can get this lasting happiness only from God. And God is nowhere. God is now here. Where? In each one of us. The hiding place has consciousness within each one of us. We can say it's a seat of God is the heart. That's why Jesus said, "Blessed are those pure in heart who shall inherit the kingdom of heaven." Seek the kingdom of heaven. Everything will be added on to you. So how to experience this love without transformation is impossible, because it's like a water which is dirty and discolored. And you don't expect the white light to come through that discolored water which is dirty as pure white light. It is discolored. So self-purification is a sadhana. You are essentially God. You are divine, but you have forgotten who you are. So God has to remind you. And Avatar has to come to tell you, you are God yourself. But we can't believe it, because we have been programmed to believe God is separate from us. So all the knowledge is only information. And this information is no use. There are people who are very scholarly. They can talk on any subject from Bhagavad Gita to the Quran to the Bible and give professorial talks, but themselves not fulfilled. And they feel selfish and inadequate. To expand this love, we have to look at another perspective, that information is not enough, because transformation must take place. So how can the information lead us to transformation? It can only be through personal experience. All the knowledge and experience, information, let us say it is like a million peso note, currency note, if there is one at all. You want to give it to somebody, 10 million, nobody wants it, because it's too much of risk to take it believing it is real. It could be real, but nobody will take it. That is knowledge. You can make speeches, heroes in speech, zeros in action. So Swami wants action and transformation, not just empty talk. So here we have got a 2 million pesos, currency note, money. You take it to the Reserve Bank and ask them, can you change this for me into gold? And they'll check for the watermark and they know it is a genuine currency note. They'll come back with a few gold bars and the gold coins. Now you can transact these gold coins anywhere, not only in your country, in any country. So gold is wisdom. Knowledge is like money notes. So just as the money has got to go to the Reserve Bank and transform into gold coins, our knowledge must go through the bank of our personal experience, our own experience, and know the truth. And that is wisdom. Knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom has discrimination, wisdom has truth, and wisdom knows what reality is, which is love. Love all, serve all. Help ever, hurt never. One caste of humanity, one religion of love. Okay, we say Baba says one caste of humanity. We have memorized it. But can we go beyond the feeling that I am an Argentinian born to a Roman Catholic family? I am an Indian born to a Hindu family? We are only saying words. There is only one caste of humanity. To experience the oneness, we have got to go further into the common denominator. That one spirit that keeps you and me and the whole world alive. That spirit is pure love. So this knowledge can be transformed into experience only if we try it out. Okay, go and meet a stranger, some other race, some other country, but feel within yourself that you feel one with that person because you are a child of God, he is a child of God, and we are one in spirit. All what we see, hear, talk is not the real person that we are talking about. When you go with the positive thought, I am coming home to my own home, which happens to your home. I am at home at your place because I feel you and I are not only one in spirit, but we are one with God. And it's that one spirit that covers the whole of creation. So it's easy to talk philosophy, but to practice it, we must have the will to do it. We must be prepared to step out of our comfort zone and relate with situations and people that may be different to ours. But if you believe in that truth, it becomes naturally easy. Now you and I have nothing in common, culturally, linguistically, geopolitically, and yet I don't feel any distance between you and me. So this comes out of practical experience. First time when you meet a stranger who belongs to some other race, you feel a bit shy. You have a language barrier. That is why most people gravitate towards their own kind, like the birds of the same feather flocking together. Spirituality must expand the horizons, and love has no boundaries. It is the same love of Sai Baba. It's the same love of God. It's the same love in the hearts of every human being, no matter whether it's Chinese, Indian, Japanese, American, or Latin American. So this love has to be experienced. You can talk about it, pages and pages, but if the heart is not filled with love, it's only an intellectual talk. Just as rain. The weather forecast can say it has rained heavily. But if the soil is wet, can you say it rained? The proof of rain is the wetness of the soil, not the weather report. Proof of love is trust, peace, and bliss. You are at home with anybody because you are love. That somebody is love, and we are one. So that is experience which brings about a transformation. So what we should ask God, give me that experience. I'm willing to go one step further. And that is why Baba says, you take the first step, I will take the 10 steps. But many of us are scared to take the first step because we are out of our mind comfort zone. We are used to certain, we don't want to step out of it. So expansion is life. Love is expansion. But if there is no love, then we call it love, but we are attached to people, things, and events, and can't move further. I think that should explain what this expansion of love is and what practical aspect of transformation is. Transformation is possible only if we are willing. You can't change anybody until they want to change. You can only change yourself. And when you change, people around you will change also. And this is how, like one lighted candle that can light 1,000,000 candles and still burn bright. And that is the nature of divine love and transformation. Sarah.